All right, Capricorn, welcome in. How are you guys doing? Capricorn, this is for you, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. Feel free to swap around the energies as always. I could be talking to a cross watcher, so just take what resonates and leave what doesn't, and you'll know. You'll know. That's what we do here, right? You and I, the messages come through, you take what resonates and leave what doesn't. Thank you for all the notes and the questions. Yes, we are starting another cohort of the tarot certification in the middle of January. If you haven't taken my tarot class and you want to learn to read tarot from me, it is a prerequisite for that certification. Links are in the description box below. All right, let's see where we're going here. Oh, beautiful. Fire, nature spirits, healer. Wow. All right, Capricorn. I feel like a new passion is headed your way. Some of you are getting a lot of synchronicities in nature. You might have had, you might be somebody who notices cardinals all the time, or you had a fox or two cross your path, or something like that. You're definitely, if you're paying attention to those signs, there's something that you're really being drawn to, something that maybe a naturopath or something that you want to do for yourself that's healing. There's something there for you, and I feel like it has to do with like firing up your passion a little bit. For others of you, there is definitely a passion coming in. This is something new, and I feel like it's incredibly healing for you. This could be a new relationship that feels just really natural, feels really good to you, and there is something really meaningful to it, right? On top of it being a good relationship, this person is a healer for you. Okay, the person is a healer. Oh yeah, look at that. Three of Swords, Two of Cups, King of Cups, Six of Wands, the Hermit. Some of you might have been alone for a while, Capricorn. And this Page of Cups. I just feel like this is somebody younger. Some of you could have had your heart broken by a Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio, or a Virgo. This person that's coming in could be a fire sign. I just feel like this relationship, it might not even be with water or a Virgo, but there's definitely something about this relationship that didn't get off the dime, didn't grow much more than this Two of Cups. This is kind of like puppy love stage, okay, or like the beginnings of a relationship. And I just feel like that Six of Wands, there was something about the relationship that kept it stunted, that kept it from growing. Okay? Judgment. Yeah. Five of Pentacles, the Fool. You're healing something about yourself. It is either this is okay, so you might be the one who constantly has relationships kind of go off the rail off the rails at a certain point every single time. Like just when you start to get a little bit closer, you run away or somebody else runs away or something like that. There's a predictable pattern with these relationships, and I feel like some of you need to look back in your history at your relationships, because this Five of Pentacles, you could be going for people who are connected to shame for you. Like they criticize you. You could be going for people who are narcissistic. You could be dealing with people who keep secrets. There's something here. You keep going for the same type of person. Ace of Cups, the Knight of Pentacles, the Temperance card, Seven of Wands, Five of Swords, Eight of Pentacles. All right, now you're seeing it. Okay, this is good. So some of you, the lesson that this pattern teaches you is something that you're then healing. It's almost like a Chiron healing, like you're a wounded healer. And this relationship pattern is pointing you in the direction of the rest of your life. Okay, so when you start to recognize this pattern, if you aren't kind of getting what I'm saying, this might not be your reading, but some of you know what I'm talking about. I always go for the same type of person. I always choose pathways in my life in a certain way that ends up, putting me in a bad position, or choosing people who take advantage of me, or choosing people who keep relationships stunted, choosing third parties, I'm always doing that. Or what is it that you say to yourself? I'm always doing this. Or how is it that I keep attracting this type of person? This is an aha moment. Okay, this is an aha moment. And I feel like the most recent one, you might have had a lot of love for this person and they were very cavalier about the connection, or vice versa. You might have been very cavalier and they fell in love, and you're starting to recognize patterns in your life. Okay, so I'm going to clarify a few of these things, and I do feel like you are starting to see them. It's possible that for a while you just didn't do any kind of relationship because you're like, I can't trust these other people. But it's really about you trusting yourself to make better choices. That's really when we're talking about trust, it's not about us attracting people who are perfect, which we're not going to do, but us being able to see the red flags in certain people. Okay, so why is the Five of Pentacles here? Just one, please. This is like an aha moment. Yep, message coming in. It's an aha moment that sets you on a new path. Page of Swords is sort of like it's a message coming in for sure, but it's also like somebody spying on you, or somebody you could be reading someone's emails. There's a lack of trust here. Okay, there was a lack of trust from jump. And maybe it started as a third party, and so that kind of taints the whole thing for you. Energetically speaking, it's tainting the whole thing, not just for you, but it's like bringing in this pattern that says those people can't be trusted. Okay. Now I see you dealing with this Knight of Pentacles. This is like the most trustworthy court card in the deck. And then I see Sagittarius here. And even though Sagittarians have a reputation for being a bolter, or a reputation for being not that good at commitment, they are honest. Sagittarians, unless they're kind of bent out of shape by their life and they haven't been able to understand, they are honest to a fault. And they are, in fact, they are blunt. That is one of like the knocks on Sagittarians is lie to it, Sag, you're done. And also the knock on them is they're too blunt. So if you're dealing with a Sagittarius who's not like that, there's something else in their chart that's really driving them. Okay. I do feel like it's important that you get this pattern. It's important you get it, like, because there is new love coming in. This Ace of Cups and the Fool. Fast. Six of Swords. You're going from rough seas into calmer seas. You're moving toward a person that is very trustworthy. Virgo, Sagittarius. I think the water sign over here, Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio, kept a lot of things under wraps, kept a lot of things behind the scenes, didn't share everything, and I almost feel like you might be called to do some healing work around that, around honesty. So this Five of Swords is manipulation. Seven of Wands is resistance. Clarify the Seven of Wands for me. Chariot. Cancerian energy. Clarify the Five of Swords. Oh, interesting. Okay. Knight of Cups. All right. So the Five of Swords, so you might fall victim a lot to people who have a lot of romantic kind of dreams. They might be really sharing, like right away. Oh, I know what this is. Right away, the path that you might get most attracted to is when people start talking about you as a couple, like, let's plan a vacation for, oh, we're going on vacation next summer. And like you've dated them for like 3 dates and like, yeah, where do you want to go on vacation? Or it's called future faking. Okay. When someone kind of inappropriately, it's too soon for us to go away on vacation or plan something 6 months in advance when we haven't really even made any kind of commitment to each other. There's something about that that's a little fakey, just saying. Okay. And Capricorn, I think you could take that, or you have taken that as like, oh, this person's invested in the relationship. It's actually a red flag of a narcissist. Just saying. Okay. I feel like you could also be the very romantic one, so that every time somebody new comes into your life, you're like, this is it. This is the perfect person for me. And I think that this Knight of Pentacles is very down to earth and very kind of matter of fact, very pragmatic. So the Sagittarian can be very fanciful, a Fool and Sag, like, can be very dreamy in terms of like big plans, big adventures. And I think there's a nice balance here of this Virgo energy about being very pragmatic about things. So why is the Fool here? Let's open this up. Why is the Fool here? Four of Swords, the Seven of Swords. You're definitely healing from something here. Queen of Cups from that person, and the Nine of Swords. Yeah, definitely. I think you're still healing. Okay. There are some opportunities that are coming your way, but I think you haven't maybe healed some of the things that I've been talking about here. You could very soon get kind of swept away by a new person. And I'm almost feeling like this reading is showing up to have you settle down. Okay. Have you like, hey, I'm not going to move that fast. I'm not going to go in that direction that fast. Wow. By the end of this year. Okay. So there is somebody coming in by the end of this year that could be a very good relationship for you. I'm feeling like, what's the advice here? What's the advice? Yeah, Three of Pentacles. So this is about planning your future. And before this person comes in, I want you to focus on doing some healing work around a relationship that you still haven't completely processed. I also want you to do some healing work around shame or around attracting the same patterns over and over again. I want you to kind of look at that. I feel like what could be happening here is, if you're doing that, if you're really learning from your past, that this new person that's coming in, I feel like has some potential. All right. It has some potential if you do this work. If you do this work. And we're not talking like, it's not like we got a long time here. It's like you got to get on it. All right. Move quickly. If you want a good love relationship with someone who's grounded and someone who's adventurous at the same time, someone who really thinks big, someone who wants what you do, wants real love, wants something that's going to last. If you want that to happen, I suggest you start to work on this healing of this past person. Okay, so we're going to go deeper. I'll pull a card for each zodiac sign just to see who you're dealing with here. Okay, Capricorn, there is a link below. This is happening by the end of this year. So it's time to move. If you want to get more advice, I'll see you on the other side. All right, I hope you enjoyed that video. If it was helpful to you, please consider liking this video and sharing it with anybody who might have a need for similar kind of information. And if you like this video, check out these videos.